Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back. Today, I am going to read a book called Muncha, Muncha, Muncha. The author is Candace Fleming. It's about 3 rabbits that want to get the food. And then Mr. McGreely, he says, no, I will build stuff to make sure you rabbits do not get the food. Let's see what happens. For years, Mr. McGreely dreamed of planting a garden. He dreamed of getting his hands dirty, of growing yummy vegetables, of gobbling them all up. Vegetables are good for you. They help you grow. But he never once tried it until this spring, said Mr. McGreely. This spring, by golly, I'm going to plant a garden. Maybe you guys should start planting a garden this spring. I planted. So he hoed and he sowed and he watched his garden grow. Lettuce, carrots, peas, tomatoes, yum, yum, yummy, said Mr. McGreely. I'll soon fill my tummy with crisp, fresh vegetables. But one night, when the sun went down and the moon came up, 3 hungry bunnies appeared. Tippy, 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 pat, muncha, muncha, muncha. The next morning, when Mr. McGreely saw his gnawed sprouts, he was angry. So he built a small wire fence all around his vegetable garden. There, he declared, no bunny can get in my garden now. I think the bunny's going to get in. And the sun went down and the moon came up, and tippy, 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 pat, spring hurdle, dash, 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 muncha, muncha, muncha. The next morning, when Mr. McGreely saw his nibbled leaves and gnawed sprouts, he was really angry. So he built a tall wooden wall behind the small wire fence all around his vegetable garden. Hoof, he huffed. Those flop ears will never get over it. No bunny can get into it. My garden now. So the sun went down and the moon came up, and tippy, 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 pat. Dig, scrabble, scratch, 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 spring, hurdle, dash, 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 muncha, muncha, muncha. The next morning, Mr. McGreely saw his chewed stems, his nibbled leaves, and his gnawed sprouts. He was really, really angry. So he made a deep, wet trench outside the tall wooden wall behind the small wire fence all around his vegetable garden. Ha! He snorted. Those pufftails can't get under it. They can't get over it. Nobody can get into my garden now. They're going to get into the garden. They're going to figure it out. They're bunnies. And the sun went down and the moon came up, and tippy, 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 pat. Dive, paddle, splash, splash, splash. Dig, scrabble, scratch, scratch, scratch. Spring, hurdle, dash, dash, dash. Muncha, muncha, muncha. Think of how mad he must be right now, Mr. McGreely. The next morning, when Mr. McGreely saw his chomped blossoms, his chewed stems, his nibbled leaves, and his gnawed sprouts, he was furious. So he hammered and blocked, sawed and stalked, drilled and filled, and he trapped and locked, and he built a huge, enormous thing before the deep, wet trench outside the tall wooden wall behind the small wire fence all around his vegetable garden. I've outsmarted those twitch whiskers for sure, he exclaimed. They can't get through it, they can't get under it, and they can't get over it. No bunny, no way, no how can get into my vegetable garden. And the sun went down and the moon came up.
Tippy, tippy, stop.
The 3 hungry bunnies looked and smelled and touched the huge, enormous thing before them, and tippy, 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 pat. The bunnies hopped away. The end. No, there's more. The next morning, when Mr. McGreely saw his untouched vegetable, he was happy. I beat the bunnies. He whooped and did a jiggity wiggly victory dance. Then he climbed over jumped across, squeezed between, and crawled under until he reached his vegetable garden. Ha ha ha, sighed Mr. McGreely. At last, smacking his lips, he picked and pulled up lettuce, carrots, peas, tomatoes, and with his basket overflowing, He reached inside for something yummy. Muncha, muncha, muncha. The end. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you again. All right? Stay positive.